Shalom, shalom. Let's start this lesson first and foremost. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and push out 100% truth and truth, sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. And the title of this lesson is going to be Jake, the sword is not your blessing. It dates all the way back to Genesis, You got to understand the story of Jacob and Esau, to understand why I'm saying this. You got to know the history to understand the mystery. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And it says, "And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger." And it's basically speaking on there's two nations that are in the womb of Rebekah. Isaac is the father of Jacob and Esau. They had different attributes. People like to say that they were identical twins. They were not identical twins. And when it says separated from the bowels, they're still separated from the bowels to this day. Not joined together. They don't like each other. We don't understand. We know who Esau is. Esau's a so-called white man. He's really red, and Jacob is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Jake, for short. Continuing on, because, you gotta, before, I go in, I had to show that separation, Esau's blessing, we understand Esau's blessing is a sword, we're not the same. We're two different nations, two different people. Jake often likes to, try to be like Esau. They envy their oppressor. What it trickles down to, we're not the same. We're two different people. It says the elder shall serve the younger. It says one is stronger than the other. We're stronger than Esau. We're better than Esau. You can date it back to sports, sports and anything, cooking, driving, anything. We're better than Esau, man. But continue on. I want to bring this precept out first. I'll bring this one out. Just, indication that we're different people. We're not the same. Yeah, this is what I want to select here. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 27. "And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter." All you got to put it on YouTube is hunting videos, and the first thing you're going to see is Edomites. The first thing you're going to see is a so-called white man killing animals. And that's the type of person that Esau was. He was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Even continuing on with them hunting videos, you can even see how Esau be in the woods, putting animals, smell on them, the camouflage, that's Esau's blessing. That's what Esau is good at, He likes to hunt, And it says, "Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents." And that plain man means upright, having integrity. He had morals, And that's how Jake is supposed to be. But we understand the curses. Our people are under the curses, But that's how Jake was supposed to be. And that's the characteristics of Jake. Continuing on, because before we get to the sword, we got to understand, Esau was the firstborn. But Esau sold his birthright, for some food. And, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 29. "And Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came from the field, he was faint." So Esau's basically, after doing all that hunting in the woods, he came back and he was tired. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint." Therefore was his name called Edom. And Edom means red, and it's out of woman in Hebrew, Continue it on. "And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?" Just a little context. Esau hated his birthright. He disliked his birthright, And Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. So Esau sold his birthright unto Jacob, Usually, hey, the firstborn, receives everything, But Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. For, verse 34, then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did not eat. And he did eat and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright, Hey, proving the point, Esau despised his birthright. And that red pottage, that was uncooked meat in the pottage, And that's how Esau is, he has no patience. They move in haste. He couldn't wait for the food to be cooked, so he ate uncooked meat. And even to this day, when you see these Edomites, how do they like to stare? Medium, not medium rare. Yeah, not medium rare, Salakia. They like their steak with blood in it, barely cooked. That's how Esau is. They like to see that red in their food, which is very disgusting, in my opinion. That's some very, very abnormal stuff. But continuing on, where do I want to start from here? Because I really could start up. I'm going to start up a little bit, then I'm going to jump down to the point that I wanted. Okay, so Isaac was on the brim of death. And basically, we'll start from 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim so that he could not see, he called Esau, his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold now, I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, the weapons, thy quiver and thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison. And venison is deer. Continuing on, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me that I may eat, that my soul may bless before I die. So Jacob, Salakia. Isaac was on the brim of death, and basically he told Esau, go to the woods and get him his favorite meat, so he could eat it, and he was gonna put a blessing upon him. And verse 5, when Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it, and Rebekah spake unto Jacob, her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speaking to Esau, thy brother, saying, Bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. So basically, Rebekah heard the conversation between her husband and her son, and the Lord had it set up that way for a reason, and jumping down, I'll read 7. Bring me venison and make me savory meat that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. So basically, she told Jacob, hey, and the Lord had it written that way for a reason. It's his movie. He's the author, the ultimate author, and the best director. Continuing on, so basically, Rebekah sent Jacob to go get the goat so she can make the food for Isaac, and so Jacob can receive the blessing. And Jacob said to his mother, Behold, Esau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me and not a blessing. So Jacob is sitting there like, yo, Esau's hairy, I'm smooth. That's another characteristic of Esau. He's a hairy man, whether to or smooth. You put hairy man, hey, you'll see what pops up. But continuing on, because I want to stay on point and I want to stay to the topic, because I'm going to skip down to the point. And basically, Rebekah, well, let me continue down because it explains it. Now I'm going to jump to the point. And his mother said unto him, Upon me be that curse, my son. Only obey my voice and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat such as the father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob her younger son. And she put skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon his smooth of his neck. So basically, she put goat hair on him because Esau had rough hair. So she put that hair on Jacob so Jacob could go to Isaac as Esau. Jumping down to the point though, because I want to get the blessing to prove that the sword is not your blessing. I just wanted to give a little background context so you understand. Jacob and Esau, the identification. The characteristics of Jacob and the characteristic of Esau's. From 38, I'll start from 38. Wait. No, I won't start from 38. Oh yeah, right here. And it came to pass as Isaac had made a, before that. Okay, come from 25 or 24. 22. I'm sorry, brothers. Dang, I should have just continued on reading. I'll start from 17. I'm going to just continue reading to the point. Satisfied. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob, and came unto his father and said, My father. And he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord thy power brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. So Isaac's like, damn, you went to the woods and got the food that quick, Hey, come here. Let me see if it's really Esau for real. Let me see if it's my son Esau. And Jacob went near unto Isaac and his father, and he felt him and said, The voice is Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him and said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near to me, and I'll eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him. And he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Hey, so Esau smelled like the field. I already know, the Midianites smell like outside. Continue on. Therefore the Most High give thee the dew of the heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. So that was our blessing. The dew of the heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and the plenty of corn and wine. Let the people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And this is going to come to pass too. When Yahushua comes back, we're gonna have dominionship of Yahushua, because Yahushua is going to be the ruler. The earth is his. These people are going to serve us once again. They're going to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua once again. But continuing on, and it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of the blessing of Jacob, when Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat and brought to his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless thee. So Esau is just coming back from the field, trying to say, Hey, I got the food, Dad. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Who is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten all before thou camest, and I have blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great cry, exceedingly bitter cry. He cried with a great, exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. Jake is the king of finesse. And he said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. You see? Hey, what does Jacob mean? I call to supplant. And for he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And this is the point. And Isaac answered, continue on the points of 40. And Isaac answered and said, unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. With corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And so this Esau crying because he wanted a blessing. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven from above. The fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven from above. And by the sword, which is Esau, Esau has the fatness of the earth right now. He's in power. Job 9:24. Earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You cover the face of the judges thereof. If not, who and where is he? We understand Esau's in power right now. The so-called white man is in power. He's in that seat of authority. And look, you know who's pulling the strings. We know who you are, Esau. Scriptures identify you. We're identifying you. You're Esau, the so-called white man. You're Edom. You're the border of wickedness, Esau. And thou shalt serve the brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So that's the characteristics of Esau. He's a murder man. He's a killer. Esau killed a lot of people to establish America. Broke countless treaties. He's the harbinger of death. And how's he doing all these things? Through his blessing, the sword. And his sword, it could be the Maxine's, the gun. Esau created a Gatling gun. He used the Gatling gun. He made the atomic bomb. He used the atomic bomb. Esau made the gun. He's using the gun. Those are his blessing. The sword is his blessing. Jake, the sword is not your blessing. You are not blessed with that. The sword is Esau's blessing. We're spiritual people. We're spiritual people tapping with your power. And with that being said, I just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule well and push out 100% truth and truth of sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elects, get across the 4 winds. Lord, one, this lesson was edifying. Until the next, shalom.